This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. You know what I mean? My name is Doc Bryce. I'm one of the hosts here, and I'm sitting here with two of our other hosts, and we're missing one, but we do have to my left, but to your right, you will see head coach of the Holy Cross Lancers, Marcus Bullock, MB, and then you to the left of him, to the right of you, far the right, you have another head coach for the West Hampton Tigers?
Panthers, baby, Panthers.
Tigers, they all go round. Like, you know what I mean? But that's, listen, it's head coach such a wild bird, CB. And we are missing FB. If you're out there watching, what's up, FB? How you doing, brother? But anyway, let's get into it. MB, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
All is good, man. All is good. I gotta say, you guys like put me in a sad state after last week talking about school coming back. It wasn't a good week. Just thinking about that. Everything else was good.
And it just so happens that it culminated with the weather too, right? Yeah, like the weather wasn't that hot.
Yeah, it wasn't hot. Like, I got a sweatshirt on, right. So yeah, but no, everything's good. Just got a lot going on, all good stuff, and yeah.
That's good. CB, what's good, brother?
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Recovery's still going well. You know what I'm saying? With the back and all, you know what I mean? Football, Monday, official camp starts on Monday, so I'm just getting into football mode. You know, during the summer, I'm going back and forth with basketball and football, and now it's just trying to lock in football season. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
So you did 707 and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do 707. We did 707s every Wednesday. Okay. So we be in the weight room Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on the field Tuesdays and Thursdays. 707 on Wednesdays. So yeah, the kids was working. They worked hard.
Got you.
But everybody looks good in t-shirts and shorts. So
right.
Let's get this equipment on and see.
I was about to pause that. I was getting nervous for a second. I was about to pause that. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Everybody look good in their t-shirt. Wait a minute.
Running around. Everybody can play football like that.
I got a pause question for you.
Okay, let's go.
So, everybody says what they have to say, and then you say pause after.
Right.
Can you say does pause absolve you from whatever you say? Like if I say it and I say pause right after,
then it's that means you're cognizant of what you're saying, that it could be construed differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So no matter what I say, if I say pause after, because I know I'm good.
Yeah. Like that, let's just take an example in the moment. That CB, right? Yeah. I thought CB he was like on the border of the pause. Because when he said, yeah, everybody looks good in their t-shirt, I'm thinking like, oh snap, wait, Adina Howard? Wait. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been a pause, but it was all good. But you know what? I was at a barbecue. My brother's so stupid. Shout out to my brother. And shout out to my boy Libs, man. My boy Libs turned 70, man. So I think anybody that lives 70 years, man, is a blessing. No matter how you live, that's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? But we cloud around whatever. My brother said, no, instead of people say no Diddy, you say yes Diddy. Yes. He's stupid, yo. But anyway, listen. Week's been good, man. Went up there. You did definitely celebrate my man's birthday. He turned 70, like I said, you know what I mean? And Limbs is, he's a good dude, man. Sometimes, we like live life a certain way or whatever, but that doesn't take away your value. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that Limbs, he kind of taught me, I was trying to make beats and I couldn't get my timing right, and he was a drummer. Okay. So he kind of helped me with the time and the flam paradiddles and all these different things. So now when I'm taking drum lessons now and I'm in the little booth and I'm playing the drums, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh no, okay, let's do a flam. We're gonna do a paradiddle or a flam. I said, oh wait, I heard this before, you know what I'm saying? Right. So shout out to him. But other than that, it's been a good week. We had a cook-off in New York. Okay. I call it we call it the Hood Q. The Hood Q. The Hood Q 3. You know what I'm saying? Where me, my brother, and my cousins, we kind of like battle a little bit to see who you know, who could ball, because everybody think they're a chef. Everybody think, you know what I mean? And of course, like I said, I came up there to teach lessons, you know what I mean? And I was able to perform, so it was good, you know.
Now, who's the judges? Just the family that's eating, or y'all kind of just...
Well, you know what? I judge by the fingers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. When I see people like that, you know what I mean? That's how I know I'm doing a good job.
What did you cook?
I just made some chicken and some flanking. That's it. Chicken and it's a hood cube, so we're not getting like, you know, fancy.
Right.
You're getting some meat paws and yeah, we had some tater salad or something. Oh, you know what though? I did make some baked beans. You like baked beans?
Yeah.
Well, okay, now Mark, tell me why you did that. Because I'm the same way I was until I made it a certain way. So tell me why you say that.
I don't know. I think it was just one of those things growing up that I didn't want to eat. That I had to eat.
Exactly.
So now that I don't have to eat it.
Right, you don't. So I hook it up though. I put like some ground turkey, some turkey sausages, and some chicken sausages, and some New York strip steak.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not beef. That's something else.
It's like chuck wagon beans. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Shout out to my man. Right. They call it. No, I tell you, like, listen, because you guys at your job, y'all have like cook-offs and stuff, right?
Nah.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, shout out PG. You know what I'm saying? So we have like a potluck cook-off or whatever, and we had like a chili. Or as a soup type of contest or whatever. So shout out to Iraldi, MJ Iraldi Pops. He made this thing called the cowboy stew, and it was like a derivative of what I was just telling y'all. Okay. And it was sensational. Since everybody else didn't matter. Somebody made butternut squash soup. I want that. He want the cowboy.
I was talking about him yesterday. That's crazy.
MJ Iraldi? He's tough, man.
Division II Player of the Year. I didn't know that.
Oh, yo, he's tough, man. Yo.
I know his team I know they won the national championship. He was Division II Player of the Year.
Tough, man. Tough, super tough. Super tough, too. You know what I'm saying? I had a chance to talk to him very briefly, lightly, because Iraldi would bring around. Right. You see his workout. I love his routine. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to tell Jason, like, yo, listen, everybody that's trying to get to a certain level, and you know that, right? You have to have a certain routine, right? And if that routine is not working for you or serving you well, then what should you do? Change the routine, right? You know what I mean? So, being that, how did your basketball summer leagues? I don't know. So we talked about that last week. Did it end well?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we performed well.
Okay.
You know we performed well.
Okay. All right. What about you, Mom?
We played okay. It was tough. We had a lot of players in and out of pause. Just with vacation, we had a couple kids get hurt.
Right.
So we played our last games on Wednesday at Peak Skills and like a little showcase. We were missing 5 of our top 7.
Right.
So it's tough. Like it's and it's funny. Like kids like. I'm like, all right, we're playing Wednesday, August 6th. I'll tell them this in like July. They're like, all right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then August 5th, everybody's like,
we're going away.
And I'm like, I wouldn't have played.
Right.
But but it's still good. It's good for the other kids, but at the same time, what I've learned is, and this kind of what I hate about the summer is, in the summer, you play a lot more kids than you would normally play. Like I play 6 during the season,
right?
5,
right.
But in the summer you're playing 10, you're playing 11. So now those guys expect when the season comes to get that same, and it's so that's why it's tough in the summer. Yeah. But
it's true.
Yeah, I just, the reason why I asked is because we actually made it to the championship game at Total Turf. And shout out to your boy, like to get him on the show too, head coach Dave Allen. Definitely.
Yes.
He said, listen, you know how you dap everybody up, and that's dapping him up. He said, we ain't doing the podcast. Okay, I've been wanting you on the podcast. Come on down, Dave. You know what I mean? But shout out to him. He's got you know what? We beat them, and it was a good game. But it's something else when you see even kids that are just okay, but because they benefit from a well-coached, oiled machine system type thing, they could flourish in that. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see. But we went to the championship, right? And we played Washington Township. And we played Washington Township before. And, they had that guard, Conrad, which is Gio's brother. He's graduated, so he's not there no more. So, and we played him and beat the brakes off him. But then this time, they had a new player. And I'm like, wait a minute, how can they have a new player? Like, does that happen in Summer League? You could just bring people from other teams and other schools. Come on and ball with us, and we need some help. You can do that.
I mean, I won't, but
that's what I mean by winning at all costs. No, he does not go to the school.
Oh, yeah,
he goes
that's not, yeah.
Right, and he's super tough though. No, shout out to you. I'm not even gonna mention his name. He's super tough though. Okay, and he even got tougher. You know what I'm saying? But he don't go to that school.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Because like
that's whack, right?
On Wednesday, Cherry Elise had a player that played with them, but he just transferred to the school like that day.
He transferred.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He did not transfer.
Yeah.
He's just, you know what I'm saying? He might be a neighborhood kid or whatever. But that's whack though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's whack.
I agree.
And he was going on. That's the only reason why I'm paying attention to it, right? Because he's busting out behind. You know what I'm saying? But he's super tough though. But so that's what made me ask that question about winning at all costs. And I said I put that on the back end pause, but now, since it's coming up, are you guys willing to win at all costs? Meaning that you are like, Sensei, what he say, sweep the leg? You know what I mean? Get back in there. You know what I'm saying? Are we that type? Do you see that nowadays? What's your feelings about that?
I mean, I don't think I'm willing to win at all costs.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to cheat to win. I'm not going to, hurt somebody else to win. I think there definitely are teams, coaches in our area that are like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But does it upset you, or do you give a thought about it, or you just kind of keep it pushing?
I think it's life. You know what I mean? Like you're going to always have to deal with that. And, it's not just basketball.
That's true.
So I think, you know that and when you run into those people, you just make sure you remember that that's who those people are.
Right.
So you're always on guard for anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
True.
Yeah, absolutely. True. What about you, CB?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I'm not, I like to sleep well at night. So I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, do some things that's out of my character or, that's not moral. You know what I'm saying? Just to win a high school basketball game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, Summer League. Yeah, Summer League at that. In that case, just picking up a random and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not doing all that.
And that's what I kept saying. And the thing about
short players,
bro, no, they had a bench full.
Yeah.
Because I had one game this year where I had 4 kids.
Oh, so you had to bring somebody in.
But even then, the kid I brought in, nobody was like, "Who's that?"
Right.
He brought them the victory.
Yeah.
You ain't sure it was Shaq out there.
The young kid that
he brought them the victory. He was shooting like from 30.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he brought him the victory, man. Like, I can't even, I just don't think, like, the whole time I'm on the bench and I'm telling Dame and Kyle, I'm like, yo, son, that is that dude, man. So then me and KG, shout out KG Dave. So Kyle said, all right, we're going to call his name, right? So we call his name. We say, bang. He don't budge. You know what I'm saying? So then now the game's over and we were down by like 20 something. We came back, we lost by like 5.
Okay.
Came back, tied the game, and then, just turnovers or whatever. And then plus, I want to talk about that next. But then, now to end the game, we dapping everybody, oh, good game. Get to him, I say, yo, my man, what's your name? He says the name we was calling. I say, yeah, I thought so. So he knew what was up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He knew what was up to. So it's all good. You know what I mean? It's the Summer League thing or whatever. But one thing now I have to ask you, your star players, they come to the game, right? And I want to say star players because that's kind of like a stretch, right? Because we just say that you're the players that you really depend on, right, to get to it. When do you expect them in the gym before a game?
During the summer?
No, during a regular season game, especially, let's say, a championship game.
Oh, yeah. I usually get my kids there like an hour and a half before tip off. I mean, because it's like you said, it goes back to that routine. You know what I'm saying? They got to see the trainer. They got
right. They got different things they got to
warm up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like to go over some things, stuff like that. I just need them. I need to get my eyes on them, make sure they're relaxed,
they locked in,
all that type of stuff. So,
What about you, Coach?
So our rule is always, especially like during the regular season when there's a JV game, you got to be in the gym when the JV game starts.
Okay.
And then we have our whole timeline of things. If there's no game before us, then you have to be in. So it's a home game. You have to be in the school 2 hours before the game.
Okay.
And just, you don't have to be dressed and shooting up, but like just there.
Just there.
Yeah.
We have our timeline of we got to be on the court, we got to be in the lock, like all that. There's a timeline of all that stuff.
I just think that, when you are one of the top players, you have a responsibility to kind of like not just lead the other players, but to perform the way you're supposed to perform in the game, which means that you have to be there. So unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, I think we kind of lost that game because some of our players, they, whether there was, life situations, whatever, some didn't arrive to like 2 minutes before the game. Gotcha. And then these, some particular players, they are, and dare I say, I apologize, they arriving when I'm arriving. And they're after me because I'm already in the door ahead of them. Right. And I'm like, this game already starts, like 2 minutes already went by. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm working, you know what I'm saying? And they coming in, like, hey, coach, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, so I think that's all part of maturation.
That happens, though, during the summer. It happens during the summer. Because, kids got to get, it's not like you put them all on a bus and we ride together.
Right. So it's tough.
Parents working, trying to get them there, stuff like that. So that happens sometimes during the summer. It
does. But I think as a player, you owe it to your team to make sure that you have that routine. Yeah, I think that's true. All right, let's get into it, man. Yo, NFL. I don't know. I ain't been watching them. I heard I was in the liquor store. I'll be honest with you. And somebody said the Eagles is coming on. I said, what? The Eagles is playing? I got excited for my number 3 team. Mark, come on, man. You know what I mean? You're going back to back, pause. You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles was playing, and preseason's in. Have y'all been watching?
Not watching, following. Okay. Watch highlights. Heard the wrap up. Okay. Like that kind of stuff. I didn't watch.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, C?
Yeah, I was locked in.
I knew you were. I knew it. While you say what you said, she'd be like, nah.
I was locked in like that thing was a regular season game. Okay. I had my whole pregame routine going, the whole nine. Yeah, I was locked in. Okay. I was locked in.
All right, so how did the Eagles do from both of your estimations? I didn't watch any of the highlights. Okay. I did see on like maybe there was a sports app that the Eagles was winning or something like that. But like how did they do?
You locked in, go.
Yeah. They didn't do bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Burrow kind of exposed my man Ringo and a couple of those other DBs out there. I don't know. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, overall, I think they did well. You know what I'm saying? Had a bunch of the backups, especially on the offensive end playing. Okay. The McKee kid, the backup, he looked well. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he can handle that backup role for us. What's the other running back? Not Barkley, the second one. Shipley? Is it Shipley? Yeah, well, he played well. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. A couple nice runs and whatnot. Okay. So
I was pleasantly surprised. How did Jalen do?
They didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play?
Yeah, he probably, I don't think he's going to play.
He won't play until later on?
He won't play.
Nah, I don't think he'll play at all.
Why? He never played.
Yeah.
Really?
They never played starter.
Yeah. With him, Saquon.
Oh, really?
The receivers.
The whole preseason?
Nah, because only, they got 2 left?
That injury. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad.
All right. What about, any estimations that you got, Mark?
No, it seemed like, for a preseason game, it seemed like the offense looked like it was clicking. Mm-hmm. Like I agree from what I saw and have read and stuff. Mm-hmm. The secondary was a question mark. Mm-hmm. But you didn't have your number one. Right. And the Bengals had their starters.
They had their starters, for that first half, I believe.
Yeah, okay. So they
played the whole first half.
So
at least the first quarter.
And you're playing against Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, like those are legit receivers.
So
and Burrow's the top quarterback. So I think it's a tough matchup for the defense anyway. So I think that's what you want in the preseason. You want to be tested and see they can see where they're really at. They made a trade for a cornerback very recently. So, we'll see.
See what's going on.
Defense will be the key.
That's going to be the key.
Got you. So listen, now, I don't know did you guys have to watch the game last night? Or was it even, was it televisable?
The Cleveland game?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Okay.
It was on NFL Network.
All right. Did y'all watch it or did you watch it? No.
I did. I mean, I just watched that game like when the Eagles was playing. I'm locked in to see the defensive positions, guys trying to fight for position, stuff like that. So I'm trying to see what's going on there. Cleveland, I just purely watched that for Sanders.
Okay,
see what he would do.
Okay.
And he did all right.
He did all right.
Yeah, he didn't do bad.
All right. Do you think that it proves or shows anything?
I think it shows that he's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
all right. So it shows that he belongs.
Yeah. I don't think like he had. Well, I think he had like 2 touchdowns, something like that. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, see, he should have been.
Yeah,
I don't think
That's not there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right. But do you think he wins the starting job?
No.
Yeah. Nah.
Because Flacco's not playing. Because
he's ready. He's going to be ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
And I think he only played because the other two were hurt.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, injury creates opportunity.
No, without a doubt.
Sure did.
Okay.
And he did what he had to do.
Played performed well.
Yeah.
All right. And shout out to Dion. Like, I think Dion, he had he overcame cancer, on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's definitely well wishes to him. All right. So I know I'm kind of excited for the football to come back. The preseason,
Yeah.
I don't really.
Yeah. Like I said, I was only locked into the Eagles because of the Eagles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it was like, if it wasn't so many like our secondary trying to find that other cornerback and trying to see what our linebacker situation will be, like if it wasn't those type of situations, like if everybody was already locked into their starting roles and all that, I probably wouldn't have been like crazy locked in. I'd have watched, but you know what I'm saying? But
the thing about it is that, you know what, do you guys miss football? Honestly.
I do. Yes.
I'm into football. I follow it, but like I don't. Like, you're never gonna catch me on a Sunday. Like, yo, I gotta sit down. Like, never.
No, that's not okay. That's not okay.
Never.
Okay. So I tell you, I'm in a liquor store, right? And I'm just getting.
Liquor store you go to, all this happening.
Right? They have the TV on in there. So I go in there, man, and matter of fact, you know what? It was before the game. I wasn't even going in there for a drink. I was going in there for a ginger ale. Because I knew they had sodas in there, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, but anyway, so when I got it, I was like, and he was like, oh, yeah, the Eagles playing. I was like, I immediately got excited. And I got excited because it's like, this is like the dull days of the summer. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't realize, I know, but we're so indoctrinated with sports. When there's like a lull, what do you do? What do you watch? I've been on Tubi like crazy.
Watch a lot of good shows.
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, I watched Death of a Dynasty. But with the Jay-Z and the Rock, and I'm like, that's like what really happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I've just been watching these movies on Tubi or whatever. But anyway, so the NFL will be here soon, man. But until then, we still got the WNBA and the NBA. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's not really been no NBA news, right?
Yeah.
Except that Quentin Grimes is still not signed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right. Now, who's at fault here? I'm saying Grimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to understand his market value.
Right.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure he's asking for more money than what seems like anybody wants, because he can go anywhere.
Right. But nobody wants to give it to him.
Right.
So they're like, yo, listen, you know what? We like you. We don't like you that much.
You're right.
I think this is a perfect situation for him, because Embiid's not going to be playing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George isn't going to be playing a lot. So that's just those shots. There's just more shots for him.
Right? So take the deal.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I think a lot of people felt away, even when it was happening and he was scoring. They was like, yo, but y'all, come on. They wouldn't give him no props because they was like, yo, you on like a terrible team.
Right.
That's what George Niang was saying when they were playing.
Oh, okay, right. Like,
he was like, you're only getting this because Maxey's out.
Right.
He goes, if Tyrese was here, you'd be in the corner.
You'd be in the corner, right. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes, and I understand you want to cash in on your good fortune.
Right, true.
I call it the Bismarck Biombo theory. Okay, he had one good year and he cashed
He didn't
that.
have a good year. He had a good playoff series.
Good playoff series.
Absolutely right, yo.
Yeah.
It was a good playoff, and everybody like Biombo. It's like wow, you know, he came out of nowhere, and he's like a millionaire, and he was garbage ever since then. You know what I mean? So, but Quentin, sign. Just go ahead and sign. The only thing I will say about the NBA news is that Ben Simmons is still not signed.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I don't think he gets signed till like till right before preseason.
Right before.
During preseason, something like that.
Do you think they bring him on as a lead guard, or they have him just as like a positionless type of player?
Yeah. Come off the bench.
Guy just to fill in wherever.
Yeah.
You think his point guard days are over?
On a good team, yeah.
Okay. See, I think
even though like if he wasn't such a I don't know. I guess soft is a good. I don't know how. I don't know.
He's got some concerns.
Okay. I didn't know how to say it. You know.
I'll reframe it for you. Thank you, brother.
They got some concerns.
I think.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Sixers would be a perfect fit for him.
This is why we here. You know what I'm saying?
Because like we have too many small guards,
right?
True.
Who aren't point guards,
Right.
And he's a big guard.
Who
That's a
could
lead
be a
guard.
So I think that would be the perfect fit. But I mean, I don't think you could ever do that.
Nah.
Well, I can't say that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fit for that anymore. But
I think
I wouldn't even be upset if they brought.
Man.
Let's have some entertainment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Because you know what?
Right.
Because I absolutely agree with you, man. I think that they could use him. And what made me think about it was, you scroll on Facebook or TikTok, whatever. I happened to see somebody made like a highlight reel of Ben. Ben was super tough at one time, man.
Right.
Like, it's like, what happened, dude?
I wanted them to trade Embiid and keep him.
Yeah, I mean, he could. Yeah.
At that time,
when it was like they can't play together, they can't. I'm like, get rid of Embiid because Simmons is more of what the NBA was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That is true.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You surround him with shooters.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not Embiid obviously turned into what he turned into, but
I
still don't know.
I think you asked me one time, right? You said, should we have kept James Harden now looking back? Right. And I was like, I don't know. But in hindsight, I kind of was like, yeah, because we were at least on a path somewhere, right? But really, we've been reeling ever since Ben Simmons.
Since the Hawks.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably caught on way before me, but I just thought like, we actually been reeling, trying to like
just search,
grabbing it. Right. Since that, like,
that's true.
So it's like, sometimes you feel like sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? And go back to like, because Ben at least could. I'm telling you, I saw him. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Ben, if you do have, I'm telling you, I have hours available. People are starting to talk about me. Humbly speaking, they are starting to talk.
It was Dr.
We
Bryce.
have hours available, man. I promise you.
Get you right.
Get you right, bro. You know what I mean? What I say? I said, don't look any further. Bryce is there. You know what I mean? But listen, WNBA, have y'all been watching?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know how Chris Rock does a skit about Michael Jackson, I think it is, right? And it was like, it was back then, and rest in peace to Michael, but this is back when he was, being accused of the kids and whatever. And then, Chris Rock was like, damn, Mike, another kid. And that's kind of how I feel like this. Another toy?
Right.
Another toy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know where you were going.
Another toy? Damn. What is going on here? I don't know, man. Like, so I don't even know. Did they throw it on the court or did they just these people just admit to it?
Yeah.
Somebody got hit.
Oh my Lord. Oh damn.
Oh, it was
somebody got hit with the toy?
What's her name? From The Fever.
Oh my.
Sophie.
She got hit with the toy.
Yeah, and she had just gone on a podcast saying, "You guys need to stop doing this. Somebody's gonna get hurt." And then she got hit with it.
Wow. While she was playing?
I don't know.
She might have been on the bench, or she might have been clapping.
That's crazy.
Yo, listen, whatever's going on out there, please stop this. It's becoming into sex toy gate. Like, it's like
sex toy gate.
Who's
behind
Who's behind it? Like, nobody knows, man.
Yeah, that clip you sent to the group, the conspiracy theory.
Right.
I was cracking up.
What's going on here?
Cracking up.
What is happening here? So, but I do think that the ladies have handled it well. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have really crashed out if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So I think they had handled it well. What do you do as athletes? What do you think athletes should do when they are getting and receiving disrespect from the fans? What should happen?
So I think with this, I think the best thing they could do is ignore it. And what I mean by that is if it happens, it can't be a big spectacle of stop the game, we got to pick, and everybody's, it's got to be like, almost keep playing. Like, obviously you can't keep playing things on the court, but like somebody's got to run up, pick it up, get it off, and let's keep playing.
So
because the more attention you give to it, the more it's going to happen.
Right. So you saying like do almost, and I'm on one today. I don't know if y'all realize that, you know what I'm saying?
when I walked in.
Yeah, that usually happens when I get pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
I realized
I was pissed off, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So thank God I'm taking my energy out and having a good time laughing. But you know what that kind of sounds like? That kind of sounds like, have you seen when Bobby Brown dropped the coat? You know what I'm saying? And you still was like, oh Lord, oh, best friend. You know what I'm saying? You kept it pushing. So you're saying maybe do something like that. Yeah. Keep it moving.
It's like as an educator, you have that kid who just wants attention, so he's bad.
Right.
The more you stop and give him that attention, the more he's going to do it.
That's true.
But when you just be like, all right, just go sit down, like, and just don't give him that attention, then he starts acting right. Like,
right. What about you, CB? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I kind of agree, 100%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta, like Coach said, the more attention you bring to a situation, that's just going to start. You know, you're going to fame the fire, whatever, add fuel to the fire.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you can kind of ignore it as much as possible without it becoming this huge spectacle, I think that'll
do better.
Yeah.
Now you guys, are athletes that played at the next level. Okay. How did you guys handle that, or did you even have any of those experiences? Because it's different. Like, we're on the outside, right? And we don't have those juices running. Now, as a coach, I know you have it running, right? Like, somebody say something slick out the crowd, you automatically turn it. You know what I'm saying? You turn it, you know what I'm saying? But as a player, and when y'all played, how did y'all handle it if you experienced any of that?
So, like, when I was playing and people would talk, I would engage.
Okay, you would. So you would talk. Okay, you talk a little bit too.
It never. I don't think I ever had anything that was like disrespectful. Like where it was like I felt like. But it would be like, I'll never forget. It was the Camden High game at Cherry Hill East. I was a senior, and it's before the game. We're warming up, and the Camden guy, they were crazy. Like, they would say wild things. Like,
wow.
But it wasn't anything like, it was like, what did he say? He said something to me. What did he say? Something about how Wani was going to do X, Y, Z and blah, blah, blah. So I said something back, and then he said, what'd you say? We'll kill you. And I went like, damn.
I'm like, I think I'll take it there.
I thought we were just talking trash. Right? So, like, that was the end of that conversation. I'm not talking to you. But, like, I will say there's one time where I made a mistake. I was in college. Mm-hmm. It was halftime of a game. We're at University of Albany. Okay. And after halftime, they had students from Albany line up as you're coming out
of the locker room? Oh, to go in the court?
Which I thought was dumb. Like, why are you going to line up for us?
Right.
And it was an intense game. Like, it was one of our better years. Albany was good, so it was an intense game. Right. So we're running out, and a kid, like, he's a college kid, tries to trip me.
Oh, wow.
So I jumped, and it was just instinct.
Right.
I jumped over his foot and spit on him.
Oh, wow.
Just instant.
You said the okay, I'm sorry.
It was just
like my God, man. But wait, instinctually,
well, no, like I jumped.
It came out.
No, I jumped and then stopped. Like you
right.
And then like as I'm running back on the court, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
So then like I could literally see like so the game starts. I'm on the court, blah blah, and I literally see the kid like walking over to our bench to our assistant coach, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I come out of the game. He's like, my Daryl Hilliard, coolest dude. He's the reason why I went to UNH. I sit down next to him. He tells me something about the game. He goes, yo, little dude from Boston. So he had like that accent. He's like, yo, you spit on MFR? Right. I'm like, yeah, he tried to trip me. He goes, all right, good job.
That's funny.
So yeah, like that, that was the only thing I had that was like that. But like, I would always engage in. I enjoyed like talking with the fan. I enjoyed that.
What about you, CB?
Yeah, I mean, like respectfully talk trash. You know what I'm saying? Like especially I've rarely started it, but if somebody started with me, then I'm going to engage. You know what I'm saying? But nothing crazy. I think the most disrespectful, I was just playing baseball at Rutgers in Camden at this time, and we went down south to play some games down there. And I slid in the second, and the shortstop who put the tag on me, he felt as though I slid a little hard. And of course, he was the other complexion, you know what I'm saying? And he called me the N-word.
Oh, wow.
So we fought.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As I handled that. I said, what you call me? Wham, hit him. You know how the baseball brawls are, they're quick. Hit him. Teams come out, little tussling, they pull us apart, got kicked out the game, whatever. But I told my coach, I said, yo, he called me a nigga. Like, what you expect me to do?
Right.
He's like, yeah, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? That was that. But yeah, nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. So you guys maintain. Now, how about coaches now? And of course, coach, again, you said, hey, my guy. Now, have you ever felt like, and I know, we've had, we've had middle school gate. travel basketball game. It's like your Mark turned into the Hulk, son. Word. So as coaches, have you ever gotten there where you felt like, yo, I want to bring it there? And I'm gonna start with you, CB, because you coached Camden High. Okay. And, and you play, I mean, one time I went to a championship game. I think I went, when I first moved up here, y'all was out in Lacey, right? Which, and thank you, Father, that, because the car we drove out there, I was like, I was scared. I wasn't going to get back, yo. But anyway, like, how did you ever have any of those situations? Because, Camden's like, that's a high profile type of job.
Yeah. Nah, not really.
No?
It's funny.
Okay.
Nah, I never, off the top of my head, you know what I'm saying? I never really...
No situations like
no
that.
situations like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you hear things in the crowd, but, we're so locked in. I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't even really pay attention. I might hear, like, stories after the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, such and such said such and such. You might be like, what? He said what? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But, like, during the game, I can't really think of anything on the court that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what about you, Mark? I mean, you've done, phenomenal work on the AAU circuit. You know what I'm saying? You coaching Holy Cross. You coaching with Valori. Legendary coach. You never had any of them situations?
So I definitely had to, like, getting into coaching, I had to, on the high school level, AAU's different, but in the high school level, I definitely had to, like, when I heard something, like, stop myself from responding.
Okay.
Because, like, you can't, you just can't.
Right.
So there's definitely been situations where, kids in the stands have said something. Parents on other teams have said things.
Right.
And I have to literally, like, almost act like I don't hear it.
Right.
There have been a couple times where I've like, we were at Burlington Township maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
And it's packed, whenever we go to Burlington Township, I'm sure same with you, it's packed. Mm-hmm. And, so their fans are behind our bench, which is fine. And, before the game, I'm, like, drawing up on my board, like, not even really paying attention, but I'm looking into the crowd. Right. I'm facing that way. And the two men are talking to each other, and they're like, oh, yeah, man. All right, I'll take Burlington Township's going to win by 20. Then the other dude's like, no. Like, so behind me the whole game, I can just hear, see, I told you, see, like, they're going around. And then, we ended up losing by like 3 or something. It was a good game.
Right.
And it took everything in me not to turn around and do to be like, but like just different things like that. You gotta like, but there's definitely been times in AAU where I have responded or when people get just, it's just like life. When people get like too disrespectful or think they can say anything,
right?
You just got to remind them, like,
right.
This is still real life,
right.
You know, like, this isn't the NBA. Like, I'm not, but yeah, I mean, the one thing that happened that you were alluding to, I think our kids were in 5th grade, 6th grade,
That's right,
something like that, and the parent, the coach, Was I even coaching then?
You was like assistant.
So I was an assistant coach.
I'm in the stand.
Yeah, and one of our parents and the coach started getting into it, and it just got a little out of hand. And then the game ended,
right?
And we're like on one, we'd shake hands, and then we go to one end of the court, they go to the other end of the court, and the coach on the other team just wouldn't stop. And he starts walking towards our huddle,
right?
And I'm like, yo, dude, like, like, you're not coming towards the kids. Right. If you got a problem with the head coach, like, y'all can deal with that whenever y'all want. But, like, you're not going to come into our huddle where the kids are. And he just wouldn't take that as an answer. And he kept just coming. So, like, I just showed him how to get outside.
Yeah. It turned a little ugly. That's all I can say. It turned a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be forever linked to the head coach though, because we had his back. That's what I can say. We had his back. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
V-Town, baby.
V-Town.
No, but you know what? Like, so I can't wait for Dave Allen to come on the show because I'm going to apologize to him because of my behavior one time at Cherry Hill East High School. I think I told you. I don't know if I told you this. That's your alma mater. You know what I'm saying? But y'all talk a high level of junk there.
Absolutely.
And it's so. I like the gym. It's an old gym, but you could tell it got like the energy and whatever. Mm-hmm. And they talk a lot of junk, man. And we fathers, man, like, we protective of our kids, man. And this one dude, man, he just kept mocking me.
It was a kid.
It was a kid, man. He kept mocking me.
Yeah.
I'm like, because my voice is loud. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go, Noah. Let's go, Noah. So here you go. He stand up. Yeah, come on, let's go, Noah. I looked at Shakespeare. I said, yo, is he trying to play me? Now listen, that's why I asked you this question. I asked you when you're in a relaxed state, and I wanted to know when you're in a heightened state, right? So he kept doing it, bro. And, Cherry Hill East, I'm sitting on this far end, right? And if you watching what's going down there, your face is turned. So while his face was turned, and I sat right next to him. And we turned around. I just sat there. That's why this. And I said, yeah. Let's go, Noah. Let's go, Jay. Got nothing to say.
Of course not.
That was messed up, though. When I look back on it, I'm like, that was messed up. You know what I'm saying? That was messed up.
No, see, I don't think it is. I think you should have engaged him when you went and sat next to him. Not in nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just in a like, all right, we're gonna do this. Let's do it.
Right.
Like, keep that same energy. Nobody's out here like when the dude from Cameron told me he'd kill me. Like, I had to think about that. But like you sitting down next to him and keeping the thing going. I think that would have been a great story for everybody.
Okay. And then another time, and shout out Dante Allo Woodrow Howard Jr. That's my boy. We were playing Deptford in the Red Devil Classic last year. Okay. And one of the parents was just talking, and then he was saying some wild stuff. And then finally, Allo had enough. And he got up. He said, well, what you going to do? Well, come on down here then. he had enough. I had never seen him in that manner. Like, I was like, oh, this about to really go down.
I like, when I'm coaching, I enjoy the other team's parents. I enjoy And obviously I'm not like locked into what they're doing, but you can always tell where they are. They get there early. They're they usually sit together, and you can just see when things start going bad. You can just see the divide, and it's funny, man. I enjoy watching that stuff. I enjoy playing on the road where like you have where you just have. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah,
like you don't know who's sitting behind. Like and it's like you go to West Tech.
Right.
And like their students are packed behind me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's like,
and they talking.
some of them are engaged, some of them don't care. But it's just like it's not your people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's cool. I like going to different environments.
See, I perform better in any situation when I'm on the road or on like in defense, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's when I really shine, you know what I'm saying? But some people, I coming into the enemy's camp and knowing that you can like destroy their hope is like such a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to stay locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, players, last question. How do you feel about players? How do you feel about this, right? We had a player shoot a 3 and it went in, right? Now, the other 2 or 3 threes that they shot, not good.
Right.
But this one went in, right? So now they do, and I'm a little old. I'm older, bro. I'm 50 next year, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so he does this. What is this thing they go? What's the thing
they got some.
It's some type of.
They got some. Yeah.
So what do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about the? I remember my son. Like, my son when he played, and this was the Steph Curry. Everybody loves Steph Curry. So that means what? All the kids had to have a mouthpiece. And they had to chew on it, just like he did. You know, talk about where he walk around. You know how he walk around. That's what they wanted to do. They emulate. But anyway, my thing, how do you feel about when kids talk jump on the court with to other players? How do you feel about that?
It don't bother me. I mean, like if my kid's doing it, as long as it's done nothing real wild and disrespectful, and it's done in a proper moment, like we're down 30 and you celebrating, you just made a 3, now we're down 27.
Right,
get out the game. You know what I'm saying? But like if it's a heated game, we're going back and forth, and they show a little emotion, I'm cool. You know
I got you.
As long as it's nothing crazy though, we can't. Nothing wild and crazy.
What about you, Mo?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I don't. We actually talk about it before the season starts, for a game start, and I have no problem with the celebrations. I have no problem with. Actually, I didn't talk about it this year. Our first basket of the season, kid hit a 3, and then shot the kid. Like she shot the 3 and then shot the kid.
That's what they do, right?
And got a technical. Our first basket.
Wow.
So after that game, I was like, I didn't talk about this. That's my fault. But anyway, so I'm cool with celebrations. They want to do. I go 2 things. If it takes you away from whatever we're doing next, you're coming out of the game. So like if you're celebrating and then you forget you were pressing or whatever.
Right.
And with the trash talk, like I'm cool with like same thing as long as it's not taking away from what you're doing. Right. Yeah. What I've learned is these kids, especially like when we're playing Burlington County schools, they've grown up with each other.
Right.
There's
it's like a neighborhood thing.
And they don't they like each other, but don't like each other. Or some of them really don't like it. Like there's things that I don't like. We played MedTech and there was something that happened that I'm like, how do you even know that? He's like, we've been doing this since 4th grade.
Wow. Okay. Right.
And I'm like, and they really didn't like each other.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I understand. Okay, I got you back. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so just different things like that. So as long as it's not taking away from what we're trying to do, and it's not taking away from the way you're playing. So like if you get into it now, it's a one-on-one thing. Like we can't do that.
Right. Facts.
Like let us, and that's I say this. I go, let us have your back and help you. In this moment, like don't try to do it yourself. We got your back. Like, you know what I mean? Let us help you in this battle.
No, I think that's great ways y'all both articulated. I think, kind of the way I kind of grew up was like, yo, listen, don't talk because now you become emotional, and when you're emotional, you lose focus. Yeah. You lose focus, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's interesting because you're right. They are neighborhood kids. And they want so badly to beat them, and sometimes there's little inner beefs. Sometimes it's like, yo, you know what? They deliver a late hit or they hard foul because you slept with my girl and you was this. You know what I'm saying? So it's Now
I will. It's funny. We will, and this football and basketball wise, like if we know somebody on the other team is a hothead, I'll be like, yo, get in his head. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, let's get him out of here. Get in his head.
They do that very successfully.
Okay. See, strategy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get after it.
So, all right. Well, let's get into baseball. Real quick, the Yankees suck. I'm not even watching, man. I'm not even watching, man. I was at physical therapy, doing my thing, lifting the weights, doing my thing. The guy said, "How about them Yankees?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Yankees suck, man. They suck, man. They can't pitch. They can't hit.
Are they gonna make the playoffs?
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
You're hearing it first here. They're not going to make the playoffs.
On the bubble a little bit.
Yeah, listen, I don't think they're in the wild card.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they suck. You know what I'm saying? But let's go with the Phillies, though. How are the Phillies doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? How was this? Was this a good week for them? Or
did they win last night?
Yeah.
They did win.
They went out 9-1.
Okay.
Phillies are doing well.
They're doing well.
They beat the Orioles 2 out of 3. They just beat the Rangers last night.
Okay.
I think we're 3 games up, 3.5 up?
3.5, I think, because I think the Mets lost last night too. So, I mean, I think they're in a good spot. They still have some decisions to make with their lineup and fielding and who's going to be playing more and the platoon stuff. I don't think you can win a World Series with a platoon.
Okay.
So, I will say this. Have you seen the new closer they got?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Have you seen
the intro?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like WWE.
Like, it's not, like,
so intimidating.
it's just so like
It's crazy.
that's like old school.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They don't have,
absolutely.
like, there might not be anybody else who has that kind of like.
Introduction.
Yeah, it's
right.
crazy.
Is he running or is he still? See, I like the walk.
So they can't walk anymore because they have it on time.
Yeah, they got the time. Yeah,
I think he
got
did
to get out
tell me.
there.
Okay. See, the walk, like when Mo used to walk, Mario, he wouldn't even have to.
Right, he just crazy. Like, oh,
Like,
here he
see,
comes.
coming to work, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like his is pretty cool because like he'll be warming up and then the Undertaker music will start.
Okay.
And when the Undertaker music starts, he stops his warm up, he comes out of the bullpen and walks.
Right.
And then whenever the Spanish or whatever music starts, that's when
That's
he
what
runs.
you take, yeah.
So it's pretty dope. Like it's pretty cool. Like
And then he comes out of those 103.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
So, see, you know what? Listen, like I said, the Yankees suck. They do. But this is where I'm saying that where being from New York gives me an advantage.
So you can go to the
Because
Mets.
I just could switch. And CB, you were here. You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't here last week, but you were here. And you understood what was
I understood, right,
on the clock with JT or something.
which was different from, he didn't say, this is my number 1 team, this is my number 2 team, this is my number 3 team. He said, the Giants are my team.
Okay.
But if the Giants are out of it, then I will support the other New York teams. He didn't say the Jets is my number 2 team, Buffalo's my number 3 team. He said the Giants that's my squad. I'm rocking with the Giants. Because I think he said I'm not wearing no Jets apparel.
Right, he said,
I'm not wearing
he's not wearing no
So
apparel,
that's a
no
little
apparel.
different from what I get from you with this my number 1 team, my number 2 team, number 3 team.
I'll give you the apparel. I can't give you the, because we're talking about what, a number? Like, because he didn't put number 2 next to it. He says, well, if they lose, I'm support. And that's what I'm doing.
Do you like right now the Yankees are struggling. So you just go to the Mets.
When the playoffs start, yes.
So when the playoffs start.
Well, you know what? And this what it goes down to? The real question is, and I was talking last night, shout out to my man Kev last night, because we talk about derivatives. You know what I'm saying? This is a derivative of men can't watch a sport without having a team to root for.
Without a doubt. I agree 100%.
Right. So when people say, I wasn't rooting for nobody, I was just watching.
Yeah, just kind of.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the number 2. So that's where I'm like, okay, the Yankees suck. They're not going to be in the playoffs. Automatically, I'm like, okay, the Mets and Phillies are in the race. yo, all right, yeah, I'm gonna hop on to my
Hop on the Mets bandwagon.
Right, number 2 team. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so like the Sixers. Let's take that as
Okay.
an example. The Sixers stink.
Shock, man.
So you just went to the Knicks,
Yeah.
right? You don't feel that pain that we went through this season.
What? It's the pain that drove me there.
But then now you're in a playoff race,
But no, listen, it's
and we're like this. I don't care.
Sick, right?
I hope you all tie and lose. I hope everybody loses. And you're in New York. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, and we're in the street. I'm home watching hockey.
Right.
And you're up on the street.
Listen, every day got to figure out their remedy, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, some people say, I've seen, and it's true, I've seen people have a headache all day. I said, damn, you ain't take nothing? Like, don't let me get a slight of a headache. I'm popping something right away. Because that's what it's there for. Like, I hate when people like, I don't be doing all that medicine. Okay, well then stay sick then. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, it's a great point though. But I do struggle with it. But everybody handle things differently, man. You know what I mean? They call, you know what they call, Mark? They call coping skills. You know what I'm
So just serious question. Both teams are in jeopardy not making the playoffs.
Okay.
The Yankees and the Mets. If neither of them make the playoffs, what do you do?
I'm texting you.
You're on board?
I'm texting you.
Let's go, Phils.
Let's go Raging. You know what I'm saying? Let's go Raging. Let's do it.
So there's no team that you'll never root for?
Boston. And there was a moment where it was a little tough for me because I didn't like LA for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So when Boston played LA, I didn't like LA. But I know I don't like Boston. Like, I don't know what. And it's like, Boston's done nothing to me. Like, I don't know. It's just something that is indoctrinated with you. Nah, we don't
Do you have Cowboys hate?
I don't have Cowboys hate. I have Cowboys confusion. Like, you ever just always one of them. Like, listen, where was I at yesterday? I was somewhere. Yo, son, I was, you know where I was?
Yeah, I was one of them.
I was in
Liquor store.
No. Yo, listen.
I'm about to go to this liquor store.
Yo, listen. I'm way out in the sticks, bro. I'm in Bridgeton at a Wendy's. Cowboy fan, and one of them, I said, and to myself, I said, look at one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the hat on with the star and the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, that's how I look at them. Like, that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Almost like they're like robots, son. Like, because they all wear the same. Listen, shout out to FB. He's a Cowboys fan. I forgot that for a minute. But he be wearing the hat. I don't be seeing right.
Nah, I've never seen
Okay,
it.
but I wonder.
I don't think I've ever seen him anything Cowboys.
So right, okay, but you think it will stay that way for the rest of his life, or you think he'll eventually get there?
He doesn't seem like the type.
That's gonna get there, right? Okay, all right. Now, see the Eagles. I don't mind it now because now hey, look, we've won some chips. But before we won some chips, I felt like, especially my man Joel. He would wear like this 1959. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, yo, Ortiz, yo, son, you look like the dudes that be at Acme with the War. You know what I'm saying? So, like you try to raise money, son. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? But it's amazing. Like, but I guess the power, and I spoke, matter of fact, I had a Yankee, I had a client, and he reminded me of how you were with the hat. He had a Yankee hat.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's go Yankees. Like, no, please. I just like that hat. Everybody had the hat back then. I was like, come on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I mean, listen, everybody, people root for who they root for, whatever the case may be. So, at the end of the day, you know what? I don't think that men can watch sports without rooting. And if they can, then that means they don't really care about sports. Like that. They don't really care. It's not really. And some people don't like sports. Like some people's not. They're more artsy. They're more creative and stuff like that. So it's all true. All right, yo, we about to land the plane here, man. But before we do, man, we have some celebrity beef and some celebrity issues. Okay, so real quick, let me run this down real quick. Michael Beasley, what's your thoughts about him, man? Like he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? He's got gambling problems and he's getting evicted. How do you get evicted from an apartment and you're a millionaire?
Maybe he's not a millionaire anymore.
Malik Beasley. You said Michael.
I said Mike. Oh, yeah, my bad. So appreciate you.
Because when you put Michael, I was like, what did he do?
Right. Oh, right. Malik Beasley. Yeah. Michael Beasley was wild in too.
He was wild.
Yeah. Lance. But yeah, what's your thoughts about Malik though?
Yeah, I ain't really.
He's got.
He's
going like that.
Yeah, right.
He started having problems a long time ago. When he was married, walking around holding hands with what's her name? What's his name's wife? Scottie Pippen's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Where is both?
Yeah.
He was married. They were divorced already, but he was
okay.
He was walking around the mall holding hands with her. Like people were like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Okay.
He's just,
So
he got some things.
he needs Dr.
It's
Rice.
funny with these.
You need to check on your schedule.
Don't look any further.
These guys with these gambling things, it's hilarious when they show like clips of them,
right?
And you're like, "Oh, he's definitely gambling on himself." Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is
because it's so obvious what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So last thing, Gilbert Arenas, Kwame Brown. Now apparently, I'm not even sure how the beef started.
It's been going on for years because they played together.
They played together. But that was ever since he started coming out like, yo, let me give you some of my mama's cooking. And he started, that whole thing with Kwame, right? So he's kind of been like a little, YouTuber phenomenon or whatever. But I didn't know that their beef was like that. But apparently it is, man. So you got so bad that Gilbert Arenas put a post out there and he zoomed in. See, that's why I'm always mindful when I'm taking pictures.
Right. What's around? What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Because I do the same thing. Like, if I'm looking at your picture on Facebook, right? And I'm like, oh, it's a nice picture. But then I'm like, why are they background? And then I'll start, am I the only one? Like, come on, yo.
Nah,
I can't be the only one with that. You enlarged like it's that.
One of my boys, like he hates sending me stuff. You know what I mean? Like he'll show like if they in there doing some shots or something,
right?
Shoot me a picture like, yeah, what you doing? This is what we doing. And I look at it like, but yeah, look at them dirty dishes in the sink.
Right. Open it up. Open it up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? So I do it every once in a while. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But Gilbert did it, and he caught what he calls the coke nose. He says, yo, you're doing too much coke. They call it booger sugar or sugar booger or something. I was like, yo, wow, really? So, I don't know. I mean, how far do you think amongst athletes should it go? Is it almost like the rap game? Is it because like I don't even know why people pick beef with 50 Cent, but certain people can beef with him.
Right.
Like Jadakiss can beef with 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Nas could beef with 50.
Right.
But certain people can't beef with 50. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about seeing these, celebrities, athletes, former teammates beef with each other?
I think it's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, because, Gilbert, he has podcasts, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Kwame, he does his little YouTube thing or whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, they might have some actual beef friction, but I think it's just entertainment.
It's entertainment.
You know
yeah, but the booger shit.
I mean, they're getting after it.
That's what I'm saying. That opened up on the coke nose.
They get after it.
Right.
But
that would make people look at Kwame a little differently.
Like I don't think. Do you think they will fight if they saw each other? Like, is it an on-site situation?
I don't think Gilbert's like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're just trying to out-troll each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, all right. So that's that one. But then there's another one with the professional athlete and then a famous. Is he famous? I guess he is famous. Locally famous. Regionally famous. So it's Cam Newton and Gilly the Kid.
Johnny Manziel's in it now too.
Yeah, Johnny is right.
His little 2 cents to say. Yeah.
But wait, who's he talking? He's defending Cam.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts about that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
now to me, that's just funny. I'll be cracking up because it's funny because Gilly's kids came to Pensacola, and I had one of his kids in my class and whatnot. His son.
Okay.
So I know Gilly a little bit, but anyway, yeah, it's just funny because Gilly's funny to me. He's just you know what I'm saying? Like that's what he does and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I like Cam coming back though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Cam was going to just shut up.
Hilarious.
I thought Cam was funny. I thought Cam is winning.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Cam is hilarious.
Oh my god!
We should start going through. Let's go through your outline.
Right.
You haven't heard of that one?
Right.
He was killing him.
He was like, yeah, man. So sometimes, I mean, it's entertainment, right? You know, what do you think that will happen if they see each other? You think it's all love?
I don't know. It's all love.
Yeah, but that ain't not.
It's
not
nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But they might not.
Yeah. I challenge you guys to watch YouTube. Jamie Foxx telling about him and Terrence Howard. When they was talking jump, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna laugh you about.
I'm about to look that up.
Yeah, anyway, final thoughts, MB.
Wrapping up the summer. I mean, we still got some time left, though. Confident Courtside Parenting, my book. I'm finishing it up. You know what's crazy about it? So I actually started writing about recruiting, how to help parents in recruiting. And then I thought about it as I was writing it, which that's still going to be coming, but it was like, this is only going to help a finite, because only X percent of kids are actually getting recruited. Mm-hmm. So then I started turning it just how to parent basketball players. It's really how to parent any athlete. But now that I'm kind of done the book and I'm doing some editing and getting, whatever, figuring out where to put it, how to do it here, that's crazy.
But exciting. I was able, I didn't read the whole thing, but I was ready to read some, right? Yeah. I love the format. I love everything about it. First of all, I love the topic. I think it's a topic that can really go, far, to be honest with you. But you trying to that's your creative side is coming out.
For sure.
Do most people know that you are creative, or most people don't? Right, that's what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? Most people don't know that you're creative like that. So I think it's dope though, trying to figure out how to do it. Like I said, you have inspired me, man, because you be out there and everything is. I don't want to say it, but it almost seemed like, you got everything. I'm like, when I talk, I got, yeah, you know what I mean? And, my code switching is not, it's glitching, you know what I'm saying? So, but you're doing your thing, man. And you put it on Amazon eventually? Or? Eventually,
yeah. That's what I'm going through right now. Just trying to figure out the launch of it and where to put it and how to, it's
because you know what? Listen, parents struggle with that. And maybe it may not be the parents that, let's say, they have fathers per se, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of children that are playing sports and it's single women. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you being able to kind of impart wisdom on them, or even fathers, whatever. I just think it's a dope idea, bro.
I mean, I think a lot of it's about just understanding that there's not a cookie cutter way to do it,
right?
And what works in May not work in June.
Right, absolutely. Right.
Your kids are always in different stages of life, and what they're going through may be different. The team they're on may be different. Their role is going to be different.
Right.
And just being a parent, you got to be able to adjust with that and navigate it.
Unless, I would say this, I always think that you have to have strategies when trying to talk with kids, even your own kid. You have to have some strategies or whatever. But then there comes those times when the strategies goes out the window. and you just have to be very honest. It's particularly, and I won't throw his name out there, but I'll just say, particularly those young men that are born in August and they're Leos. Because Leos are very hard to tell anything to. But once you deliver it raw, he said, well, you know my routine. I sat there hold up. Is he trying to play me like I'm Hulk? Like I'm driving this dick? I said, listen, blank your routine because your routine got you on the bench. So your routine ain't working. You need to come up with something different. He had 18 that day, though. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know how to motivate, particular players, whatever. But that's good stuff.
I want to give you your props, though. He said, and I when kids come and train with me, like it's way more than just basketball. We talk about whatever. Mm-hmm. So this week, my thing was I asked. Throughout the workout, I was asking a billion questions, even questions from serious questions, questions that didn't mean anything. Right. So one of my questions was, what motivates you? And they all say, what do you mean? Motivates me and what? I go, I don't know. Just answer the question. Mm. And his was, you.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then I said,
make me cry.
This might do it for you.
Oh, damn.
Another question was, what's one thing you can't live without? And kids always struggle with that one.
Sure.
And my family, you can tell when it's like, I just need something to say.
Right.
Off the bat, he was like, my dad.
Oh man!
I wanted to tell you that. I wanted you to know.
Oh man! You know what though? Out of the mouth of the babe. See now, look. I ain't feeling away no more, Mark. I feel better now. I feel no better now. Like, but I don't have any reason. I don't have the reason to complain right now. Okay. So no, good stuff. Good stuff, though. Good stuff, man. This is why we do what we do, though. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So it's all good. CB, final thoughts.
Facts. Hey, like I said earlier, just football season is here for me. High school wise, our first game is August 28th. You know what I'm saying? So we play Canton Catholic. So yeah, that's right around the corner. So just locking into my football bag right now. You know what I'm saying? So see if we can do a little better. Last year we won the division, but we lost in the first round of the playoffs. So that kind of is like, yeah, we won the division, but then we lost in the first round. Right. You know what I'm saying? So looking to build on that. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward. It's always a good time. You know what I'm saying? I know why they moved the season up because they want a true state football champion now. How we doing basketball for all these years. But it's still getting used to it because when I played football at Canton High, when we started school, that's when you had your first game. Right. Now we got a game before school starts. The first Thursday of school, we got a second game. Right. It's you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of funny, but it's all good. But outside of that, man, just getting ready for that.
I do have one question, and I'll give you my final thoughts, and we're done. I put something in the chat about Tracy Lee, right? Mm-hmm. So you was around Tracy Lee rap. Did you spit?
I tried. Wasn't successful, but
ladies and gentlemen, at one point, because I've been around music for over 20 years, so we, at some point, CB, we want you to kick a little rhyme for us.
I might able to do that.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you got a 16 up here memorized.
We all do.
So at some point we got it here. You know what I mean? Now, Mark, what? See, and that's the next question that we're going to do next time. What is something that nobody knows?
All right, that's a good one.
Nothing crazy. Right,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a family show.
No Diddy.
No Diddy this. No Diddy this, you know what I'm saying? But something that people don't know, like your creativity, right? You guys know I do poetry. Okay. So some people don't know I do poetry. So there's something like that. So maybe do that in the future, whatever. I like it. You have to lead the way with your rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So, and FB, we gotta find out what FB did. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Listen, I want to do something. Tell me if I'm crazy, because you said he said he loved chicken parm.
Yeah.
Has he gone on a tour though?
I don't think he's going on a tour. I'm sure he's been to. If you go out to eat with him, he's getting chicken parm.
Wherever.
It doesn't matter.
Ever.
If they have it, he's probably going to get it.
Okay. All right. He's not going to be like, because I went to IHOP with someone years ago, and they ordered the shrimps. And look, I'm eating ghetto because it's shrimp. I'm sorry. They ordered the shrimp, and they were complaining about it. And I was like, "You're at the International House of Pancakes, and you want shrimp."
I forget where it was. It was something with his wedding. It was like it might have been the actual wedding or the rehearsal. It was something with his wedding where they had all the food out. and he just got chicken parm.
That's it.
Like he was the only one. Like they made it special for him. So it was something, I forget what it
And
was.
chicken parm is delicious.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I could, like, damn. but you know, and that's what we haven't talked about that either, too. Favorite foods. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about in this upcoming season. But anyway, my final thoughts is this. Summer's over.
See,
Yeah,
put me in that spot.
It is. And you know what? The sooner that we realize it, the sooner we gonna feel better about it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta embrace it. It's over.
So the summer's a month.
Yo,
That's what you're telling me.
you got a hoodie on, man. It's cold.
No. It's not. It's not the weather. It's the summer. You know, end of summer means school starts.
Yes.
So you're saying,
Yes.
so,
You know why? It's because the weather is like the first sign. Like, wait a minute, hold up. July was hot.
it was gonna be 85 today. It just wasn't 85 when I got here.
It was 60.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how you know that it's coming. And it's okay, you know what I'm saying? We're changing seasons, we're getting back to school. So, you know, looking forward to that. But anyway, listen, you know, my name is Doc Bryce, and I'm here with MB, Marcus Bullock, head coach, and Such a Wide Bird, head coach, and FB, we're missing him. We are the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, and we come to you most weekends at some select time. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the notice. I promise you. We look forward to doing a little more streaming, a little more advertising, a little more marketing. I got some interns that is coming on board, so I'm put them to work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I need some lessons, bro, on the scheduling, because you could schedule different things too, right? So, but anyway, other than that, you know, listen, go out there, have a great week, and enjoy these last couple of weeks of summer. But it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Anyway, we see y'all later, man.